we live. I think we're good. I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome for the first time or back to another DLJ Works video. And today what I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about using what I call the Tupac Method. What is that? That's going to come up right after the intro. Stick around. What exactly is the Tupac Method? If most of y'all who are watching my videos are very much familiar with the legendary Tupac Shakur, maybe some of y'all aren't. I'm hoping that a lot of you guys are. But if you're familiar with his work ethic, and he's actually, for me, the first person that I've ever known to have this insane, crazy work ethic, just pumping out tons and tons of music pre-internet age. And what exactly is this Tupac Method? It's very simple. It's very formulaic. I'm going to break it down to you. All right? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Focus on, start one project, see it all the way through from beginning to end, get done with that project, immediately begin the next one. That's it. That is the Tupac Method. You begin one single project, whatever field that you're in, okay? Especially if you're in the web design development community, because you know this channel that you're watching here on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this video at right now is mostly web design development technology based, all right? So if you're building websites, for example, you focus on building one single website. Let that project guide whatever skills that you need in order to build that website, especially if you're building them for clients. Once you are done, you do not, maybe you celebrate just for a very short time, but you're not taking this long time to rest on your laurels. You begin one project, you see it all the way through, you complete it, and you immediately begin the next one. I actually heard in a channel, Film Courage. All right, I think I talked about this in one of my other previous videos, but one of the guys actually said that when authors start becoming depressed over the success of the sales of their books, you know, one way to actually get over that depression, you write one book and you begin to write the next one immediately. All right, you don't sit up here and put all your hopes and dreams in this one single project and just think that it's going to shoot you off into the stratosphere. This is the numbers game. And Jim Rohn also talked about this in network marketing. Look at that, I'm becoming a game, just name dropping people. But these are sources that I've actually learned and just learned from other people. And I just started really thinking about this. In order for success to happen, you really have to produce content demonstrating, and not just any kind of content. You really want to put out content that's demonstrating who you are, what skills you have, what you're really about. If you're a videographer, all right, you want to put out videos that's going to, by nature, you know, have some sort of intent behind it, whether they're entertaining people, providing information, education, whatever the case may actually be, but also in the video itself showing off whatever type of video editing skills that you have. So you're doing this binary thing to where you're showing off your personality, but you're also selling people on what type of skill level that you have as a videographer. Because if you say you're a videographer and I'm watching you on YouTube and you got this crazy personality that I like, but you're doing some cool editing tricks and you know how to take this really cool footage, I may think to myself, man, I wonder if he can actually do videos for me, or he or she can actually do videos for me. So you're selling yourself in an indirect way while trying to capitalize on your main intent with that actual video. So whatever content that you're producing, you want to go ahead and just put out as much as you can, because the more that you put out, you know, you want to let that content just sit up and just mature. You want to give it some time to breathe, just grow, and in time the art will actually speak for itself. It'll do its job. All right, so that was another thing that I actually learned too. When authors put out books, they're giving their books time to breathe for people to find them, and they'll be found at the right time with or without your help. And that is exactly what the Tupac Method actually is. This guy put out so much music. He's given us even more posthumous albums, if I pronounce that word correctly, that we're still enjoying even after his untimely demise. And that's because he's just put out so much work. And it wasn't this thing of, you know, like, for example, when he got around A Man Against the World, and you may disagree with me, I believe that's when he was starting to enter classic territory, even though he had other albums such as Thuglife with his group Thuglife. He had, you know, Strictly for My N-Words, I won't say it on YouTube, we'll keep it clean, and all those other albums, you know what I'm saying, Tupacalypse Now. But those albums he didn't really start maturing until he just really got better at his craft. And when he got around to Me Against the World is when I really thought he was entering a classic arena. And that's what you actually have to do. You have to continue to focus on just getting better. Focus on improving with every piece of content that you're doing, reflecting and thinking about, how can I make this next thing actually better? Even with me making these YouTube videos, I specifically have become mindful to reduce the amount of ums and likes and all these repeating gestures that I have, and really think about what I want to say on camera so I can be concise, clear, and as accurate as possible. And I'm not just wasting your time with a lot of wasted thought, a lot of just empty space. And I think even in this video, I've had a couple of moments because I had to take some time to think about what I wanted to say. But that's what you want to do. Focus on getting better, letting people just see your growth. They'll grow with you. Put out as much content as possible, no matter who you are. Even if you're a doctor, put out some videos, some tutorials, and show people what they need to understand in terms of maybe better taking care of their health, so people can feel like you really care about them, and continuing to get better at that content and formatting it to where it's going to benefit that audience. And that way you're building, you're tapping into people's emotions. And when you win their emotions, that's the real currency. When you start winning people's emotions, you start getting inside their head, and they start actually taking time out their day to actually give you some of their like minute space in their head. You're going to win. All right. And then that's when the money will follow. So anyway, I just thought that this would actually be a really good video to make. Use the Tupac method. I promise you'll be guaranteed success eventually in the long run. Which reminds me, that's going to actually lead into this next connecting video that you need to watch, that's titled Spare Time. Forget about it. Kill it. Give it up. You want to be success? That's spare time. It's going to have to be spare change. You're going to have to spend it on becoming successful, on building whatever you're doing, business, nonprofit, whatever the case may be. Your spare time, you're going to have to give it up. Watch this here in the next video. I'll see y'all over there. God bless y'all.